আসসালামু আলাইকুম। আজকে আমরা পরবর্তী ভিডিও শুরু করছি। অ্যাবস্টিনেন্ট থেকে শুরু করে অ্যাকিউমেন্ট পর্যন্ত শব্দগুলো আমরা আজকের ভিডিওতে কভার করব। অ্যাবস্টিনেন্ট অর্থ পরিহারক। এটি একটি অ্যাডজেক্টিভ। এর অর্থ অ্যাবস্টেইনিং, voluntarily not doing something, especially something pleasant that is bad for you or has a bad reputation. For example, Belua used to be a chain smoker. Now she is abstinent. It was just too hard to get those chains lit. Cynthia, who was dieting, tried to be abstinent, but when she saw the chocolate cake, she realized that she would probably have to eat the entire thing. A person who abstains from something is an abstainer and engages in abstinence. Abstract. ভাবগত, theoretical, impersonal. He liked oysters in the abstract, but when he actually tried one, he became nauseated. To like something in the abstract is to like the idea of it. Bruno doesn't like abstract art. He thinks that a painting should resemble something real, not a lot of splattered paint. Abstruse. Durboddho. Hard to understand. The professor's article on the meaning of meaning was abstruse. Michel could not even pronounce the words in it. Nuclear physics is a subject that is too abstruse for most people. Abysmal. Extremely hopeless or wretched. Bottomless. Bhayankar. An abyss is a bottomless pit or something so deep that it seems bottomless. Abysmal despair is despair so deep that no hope seems possible. The nation's debt crisis was abysmal. There seemed to be no possible solution. Abysmal is often used somewhat sloppily to mean very bad. You might hear a losing baseball team's performance referred to as abysmal. This isn't strictly correct, but many people do it. So abysmal-এর দুটি অর্থ হতে পারে, অনেকগুলো অর্থ সহ এই দুটি অর্থ হতে পারে যে অতল বা ভয়ঙ্কর। Accolade, প্রশংসা. An award, an honor. This word is generally used in the plural. The first break-dancing troupe to perform in Carnegie Hall, the Teflon Toughs, received accolades from the critics as well as from the fans. Accost, সম্বোধন করা. To approach and speak to someone aggressively. Amanda karate chopped the stranger who accosted her in the street and was embarrassed to find he was an old blind man. Acerbic. Kora, teto. Sour, severe, like acid in temper, mood, or tone. Barry sat silently as her teacher read aloud her acerbic comments on his paper. Acerb and acerbic are synonyms. Acerbity is the state of being acerbic. Acquiesce, নীরবে মেনে নেওয়া. To comply passively, to accept, to assent, to agree. The pirates asked Pete to walk the plank. He took one look at the swords and then acquiesced. The acquiesce is to do something without objection, to do it quietly. As the similarity of their spellings indicates, the words acquiesce and quiet are closely related. They are both based on Latin words meaning rest or be quiet. Acquiesce is sometimes used sloppily as a simple synonym for agree in situations in which it isn't really appropriate. For example, it isn't really possible to acquiesce noisily, enthusiastically, or eagerly. Don't forget the quiet in the middle. To acquiesce is to exhibit acquiescence. Acrid, kotu, talk. Harshly pungent, bitter. The chili we had at the party had an acrid taste. It was harsh and unpleasant. Long after the fire had been put out, we could feel the acrid sting of smoke in our nostrils. Acrid is used most often with taste and smells, but it can be used more broadly to describe anything that is offensive in a similar way. A comment that stung like acid could be called acrid. So could a harsh personality. Acrimonious, bodmejaji, full of spite, bitter, nasty. George and Elizabeth's discussion turned acrimonious when Elizabeth introduced the subject of George's perennial, incorrigible stupidity. Relations between the competing candidates were so acrimonious that each refused to acknowledge the presence of the other. Acumen, shukkho buddhi, keenness of judgment, mental sharpness. A woman who knows how to turn $1 into a million overnight might be said to have a lot of business acumen. Arnie's lack of acumen led him to invest all his money in a company that had already gone out of business. Note carefully the pronunciation of this word.